Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the conversation. I am Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Good to be here.
Jamie, I want to start today with a question for our listeners. And honestly, it's a question for you too. Have you ever had a week where you were completely exhausted? I mean, you woke up early, you went to bed late, you felt busy every single second. But then, on Friday evening, you looked back and realized you didn't actually move forward?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a terrible feeling. It's like being on a stationary bike. You are sweating, your legs hurt, your heart is racing, but you are in the exact same spot where you started.
Exactly. And that is what we are talking about today. We are taught from a very young age that the secret to success is hard work. If you fail, work harder. If you are stuck, work harder. But what happens when hard work is the thing that is keeping you stuck?
That is a scary thought, but it's real. Today we are going to talk about why effort alone isn't enough and what you should do instead. And don't worry, we aren't going to give you complex business advice, just real talk.
Real talk for busy people. Let's get into it. Short transition sound. You know, I see this so often with my friends who work in offices or even people studying for big exams. There is this culture of busyness. If you aren't tired, you aren't trying.
I think it's almost like a badge of honor, you know? If I tell you, Alex, I worked 14 hours yesterday, I expect you to be impressed. I expect you to say, wow, Jamie, you are so dedicated.
Right, but if you worked 14 hours and didn't finish the project, are you dedicated or are you just inefficient?
Ouch, that hurts to hear, but it's true. I remember when I was freelancing a few years ago, I would sit at my computer from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. I felt like I was grinding, I was suffering, and in my head, suffering equaled progress.
But were you actually working that whole time?
No, not really. I was checking emails, I was worrying, I was tweaking the font size on a document for an hour. I was busy, but I wasn't doing the important things. I was just throwing energy at the wall and hoping something would stick.
It reminds me of that story about the fly. Have you heard this?
No, tell me.
So imagine a fly. It's buzzing around the room and it wants to get outside. It sees the light coming through the window, so it flies straight into the glass. Bang! It bounces back.
Okay.
So what does the fly do? It thinks, I didn't try hard enough. So it flies at the glass again, even faster. Bang! It keeps doing this for 20 minutes. It uses all its energy. It is working incredibly hard. It is risking its life. But the fly will die on that windowsill.
That is tragic.
It is, especially because 10 seconds away, the door is wide open. The fly didn't need more effort. It needed a different approach. It needed to stop, look around, and see the open door.
I think a lot of us are the fly. We're banging our heads against the window because we think stopping to look for the door is lazy.
That's the key word, lazy. We are terrified of being lazy, but sometimes pausing is the most active thing you can do.
So let's break this down. If hard work isn't the only answer, what is the alternative? Because we can't just sit on the sofa and wait for success to fall in our laps.
No, of course not. We need to talk about the difference between hard work and smart work. I know smart work sounds like a cliche phrase, but let's look at what that actually means in real life.
To me, hard work is about quantity. It's about how many hours, how much sweat, how many pages you read. Smart work is about direction.
Direction is a great word for it. Imagine you're rowing a boat. You want to go north, but your boat is pointed south. You can be the strongest rower in the world. You can row until your hands bleed, but every stroke you take just moves you further away from your destination.
So in that situation, the hard worker is actually making things worse.
Exactly. The smart worker stops rowing. They turn the boat around. That takes time. It feels like they aren't moving, but once the boat is facing north, even a gentle row gets them closer to the goal.
Let's apply this to learning English, since many of our listeners are doing that.
Good idea.
So the hard worker tries to memorize 50 vocabulary words a day. They sit with a dictionary for 2 hours, they hate it, they get tired, and after 3 days they quit because it is too painful.
And the smart worker?
The smart worker realizes that consistency is better than intensity. They listen to a podcast, like this one, for 15 minutes while washing the dishes. They enjoy it. They learn 3 new phrases, but they actually remember them. They don't burn out.
So the smart worker builds a system rather than just using effort.
Yes, systems versus effort. This is my favorite topic.
Explain that to me. What is the difference between a system and just trying hard?
Okay, effort relies on motivation. It relies on how you feel today. If you wake up tired, your effort goes down. If you had a bad day at work, your effort goes down. It's unreliable.
And a system?
A system is a rule or a habit that removes the need for decision-making.
Can you give me a real-life example? Maybe something not related to study?
Sure. Let's talk about health. Someone who uses effort says, I am going to resist eating cookies today. They use their willpower all day to say no. Eventually, they get tired and they eat the whole box.
I've definitely done that.
We all have, but someone with a system simply doesn't buy cookies at the grocery store. If there are no cookies in the house, they don't need willpower. The decision was made yesterday at the store. That is a system.
That makes so much sense. You make the path smooth so you can walk on it easily. You don't make the path difficult and then try to run up it.
Precisely. If you feel stuck in your career, don't just say, I will work harder. Build a system. Maybe your system is every Tuesday evening, I spend 30 minutes networking or updating my skills. It's not about doing it all at once. It's about the routine.
You know, hearing this reminds me of a friend of mine. Let's call him Mark.
What happened with Mark?
Mark was a graphic designer. He was the hardest worker I knew. He was the first one in the office and the last one to leave. He never said no to a task. If the boss said, "Can you fix this tiny logo?" Mark said yes. "Can you organize the file cabinet?" Mark said yes.
That sounds like a dream employee.
You would think so. He wanted a promotion to art director. He thought, if I do everything, they will see how valuable I am.
But let me guess, he didn't get the promotion.
No, he didn't. When the position opened up, they hired someone from the outside. Mark was devastated. He was angry. He told me, I did everything. I worked harder than anyone.
Why did he get passed over?
The boss told him the truth. He said, Mark, you're great at doing tasks, but an art director needs to see the big picture. You were too busy working in the job to work on your career.
Wow, that is the turning point right there. Too busy working in the job to work on your career.
It changed everything for him. He stopped staying late. He started saying no to small tasks that weren't his job. He used that extra time to take a leadership course and propose a new design strategy for the company.
And?
It took about 6 months, but he got a promotion. Not because he did more work, but because he did the right work. He stopped being the fly hitting the window.
That is a powerful story. It really shows that hard work without a strategy is just tired movements.
It is. And I think for our listeners, if you're feeling stuck, ask yourself, are you being Mark before the promotion? Are you doing things just to say you did them?
It's scary to stop, though. Stopping feels like failing.
It does, but you have to slow down to change direction. You cannot turn a car at full speed without crashing.
That's very true.
Short musical interlude, upbeat but calm. All right, Jamie, we've talked a lot about the concepts. Now I want to help our listeners actually talk about this.
Yes, let's do our English practice section. This is where we give you some practical sentences you can use in your daily life.
These are sentences you can use when you are feeling overwhelmed or when you want to explain to someone why you are changing your approach.
So here's how it works. I will say a sentence, then I will leave a quiet space for you to repeat it out loud. Don't just think it, speak it. Then Alex will explain when to use it. Are you ready?
Let's go with the first one.
Jamie, I feel like I'm running in circles.
Pause for listener to repeat. Use this when you are working hard but seeing no results. It's a great idiom. It means you are moving fast but going nowhere.
Number 2. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter.
Pause for listener to repeat. This is a classic. You can use this in a meeting or when talking to a friend who was burned out. It summarizes everything we talked about today.
Number 3. I need to step back and look at the big picture.
Pause for listener to repeat. This is a very professional phrase. Use this when you are getting stuck on small details. It tells people you are thinking strategically, like a manager.
Number 4. Consistency is more important than intensity.
Pause for listener to repeat. I love this one. Use this when you are starting a new habit, like going to the gym or learning English. It reminds you that doing a little bit every day is better than doing a lot once a month.
And last one, number 5. Let's focus on the things that truly matter.
Pause for listener to repeat. This is assertive and helpful. If you're in a team and everyone is panicking about small problems, say this. It helps everyone calm down and prioritize.
Great job, everyone. I hope you actually said them out loud. It makes a huge difference for your muscle memory.
Definitely. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to go back to that image of the rower in the boat.
The one rowing in the wrong direction?
Yes. If you're listening to this on your commute or while you are cooking dinner, just take a second to breathe.
If you feel stuck, please don't punish yourself by adding more hours to your schedule. Success isn't a prize for who suffers the most. It's okay to put down the oars. It's okay to stop rowing, take a drink of water, and look at your compass.
You might find that the destination is actually behind you, and all you needed to do was turn around.
So here is the question we want to leave you with today. What is one hard thing you are doing right now that isn't actually helping you move forward?
Think about that, and maybe, just maybe, give yourself permission to stop doing it.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Take care of yourselves. We'll speak to you soon.